Hey, what's up, turtles? It's Krik here with Black Owl Outdoors, and today I'm going to be doing an overview on the Vanquest Mobius Vpacker Bag, which I'm wearing right now. It's a shoulder carry bag. I have it around the back right now. The bag retails $79.99. It's completely constructed out of 1000D Cordura nylon, which you can feel and has that signature, if you will, Cordura nylon feel. And just to get into the bag, as you can see, I have it slung across my left shoulder. It's on the right side of my body. I have it attached with the hip belt, which is a great feature that I love on these shoulder carry bags, this style of bag. And now I'm just going to get into the features and sort of the ins and outs of the bag. So without this hip belt on this bag, I would not be as big a fan of this style of bag as I am because of the hip belt. I really like it and think it's an essential part of these bags. 1-inch nylon, 1-inch buckle. Undo here. The 2-inch buckle that's on the main shoulder strap of the bag features this Vanquest sort of dual hand release, because I have to depress this here and this to undo this. If I just try to pinch here, it doesn't come undone, which is nice. Potentially, if someone's trying to rip this bag off of you and wants to come up and just try to clinch this here and then steal your bag, it won't be as easy because you need two hands. And it sort of can be a pain in the butt to grab two hands. It's not difficult to undo it, but a single hand would be much easier, but nonetheless, it's here. I like this buckle and this feature is pretty cool, and just because it's winter, dexterity, sort of why I'm saying a single hand would be easier, but nonetheless, I wouldn't change this out on the bag. Swinging over here, I have my Mora knife in here right now. This is a pouch, this sort of triangle V-shaped pouch right here that the sheath sort of is tucking into, and I have it attached to a little bit of webbing right here. This is a really nice spot for this knife. I like it because as I'm on the go and I'm wearing it, I can get to my knife right away. Don't have to get in the bag, don't have to really search in the bag at all. Knife's right here. Start on this pocket right here. A little bit of webbing on the outside to attach another pouch if you should desire. On all the zippers on this bag, it's YKK with, this is paracord 550. And these zippers are reversed, meaning the zipper track is covered with a little bit of fabric, which will keep out a little bit of water, keep the zipper track clean from dirt and debris. I really like when these bags, sort of have a cover over the zipper track. Getting into this pocket, inside right here, fits an outdoors container. In this one stuff pocket, there's another one here. Inside this pocket, I just have my headlamp. Did a review on this headlamp. And this high-vis orange, this ripstop that's picking up, this is 210D ripstop. It's repeated throughout the bag. It's the first pocket, and as you see, I'm still wearing this bag, and everything is really accessible two-handed as you're still wearing the bag. There's a top pocket on the flap of the bag, which opens up with the single zipper. Inside right now, I just have a Bic lighter and Victorinox multi-tool. This is the Angler. I did a review on this as well. There's definitely more room in here, as you can see, for other items. I just have these two in there for now. One here, part of hook and loop system for morale, name tape, anything, patches you want to put on here. Multiple spots. Here again, the hook and loop if you want to put patches, all that. This is sort of the flap that covers all the bag, which is kept together by this buckle. Cinch this down, you got this really nice little grab handle. Not even sure what I want to call this design, but there it is. So it's really easy to get a hand, get a finger in there and cinch this down. Really tighten it. This is a nice little feature. Loosen it up, just pulling the buckle. Undo here. On top of this pack, or excuse me, this flap, this zipper track is just a small stuff pocket. I just have a bandana in there for now. Wouldn't put anything bulky in there, just really thin items, because I want to be able to keep the flexibility of this when I close it. Get a nice tight seal across the bag. On the front here is another stuff pocket. I just have a little bit, some food items in there right now. You could fit, again, some other thin items. I wouldn't put anything too bulky in here. This is sitting on front of another pocket, which is pretty generously sized. In that right now I have a Right in the Rain all-weather notebook. This is the military edition on here. I did a review on this. Really great stuff, Right in the Rain. In one of the stuff pockets in there, I have another book. Great little guide to carry if you're in Pennsylvania. There's a key fob, key holder in here as well. Don't have anything on it. It's there though. And there is another stuff pocket in here that I have ferrocerium rod and a little bit of paracord and fast rope design. It's basically that main compartment. All these buckles, all the hardware, all the plastic on here is Duraflex. I think UTX and maybe the ITX, don't quote me on that, I really forget right this second, but I know it's all Duraflex, and it does, the nylon is, or does have the Teflon fabric protector on here for some abrasion and grime resistance. On the side here is a water bottle holder and or radio. Use your imagination what you want to fit in here. This is a 40-ounce clean canteen, goes in pretty easy one-handed. And then these nylon straps here, I can cinch this down if I want to really keep this secure. And some bungee and a cord lock here to secure the top down as well. But it's really not necessary to completely button this down, because if I do push this really tight, it's going to sort of impede on the inside of the bag a little bit, so I kind of keep it loose where it is right now, and then I'll just cinch this top down to keep it a little bit secure. And I guess while I'm on the outside of the bag, this does have a place for a concealed carry, which is right here. I'll pull that out, the firearm would sit in here. And there's part of the hook and loop system, so you can Velcro or put a holster in there for your firearm, sidearm. And this is lockable. Excuse me. This concealed carry pocket is lockable, meaning as the zippers overlap, you can put a little padlock in here. Open. Put this shut. These holes overlap, and you can put a lock in there. Another feature, and I want to show the back side of the pack. There's a handle. Back side here, have this sort of gray, pretty comfortable, soft material. Gives some sort of, it'll give some padding to the contents in the bag, because I have this as metal in here. I can feel all of it, but you probably won't be carrying all metal inside of this. Is this grab handle with this neoprene handle, which is really comfortable. So to get the pack on, say I'm holding it right here, how I would do this, which is nice because it's the buckle, I have the strap unbuckled here, you can see that. I'm going to grab it with my right hand, grab the strap with my left, put it behind me, and this way, if I have a lot of stuff on my head, I don't have to just fuss with this to get it off. I can undo it, and see how easy that was. I'll do it again. Unbuckle it two-handed, comes off really easy. sling it where you want it, put the hip belt on. Really easy, really quick. The main compartment now to get into has this, fold this back, make it a little bit easier. Has a storm flap of the ripstop with a cord lock. I can open that up. I can definitely pack more in here. And there's some slack in this strap here that I don't need to cinch this down here flush that I have it now. I can definitely put a little bit more in here, accommodate. The dimensions of this pocket, I think it's going to equate roughly to 4.4 liters of space in here. But what I have in here now, just to show dimension, is a cup, metal cup, a little bit of fuel, and MSR pot with my stove feed in there. There are contents, there's goods in there. The whole cook system, anything, you know, all fits inside here nicely. And this is winter time, so this is a pack I wouldn't necessarily carry for the winter because space is limited, and in the colder months I'm pretty gear heavier with my gear. But nonetheless, it is doable because there is a water bottle pocket, which I really like on packs I'm going to be carrying out into the forest. And you know, overall with this, with Vanquest, I'm really happy with the quality with their products so far. I've done another review on a bag of theirs. I want to thank Alex actually for sending this to us. He was kind enough to send us this and another pack and a few other items which we'll do videos on. But nonetheless, I'm really excited about what Vanquest is putting out. Their quality is right up there, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, more of a backpack from them. We'll see if that comes. So if I'm going to carry this, I'm going to be walking and cover some distance with this. I'm going to sling this here so it sits off of my hip. My hip's right here, pretty much my hip bone's right here that I'm touching. I'm going to have it back more on the flesh of my back. And as that's there, then I'm just going to secure it with the hip belt. And what the hip belt does, it does a few things. One, it'll take some of the weight off my shoulder, because I'm not a huge fan of carrying weight or extended periods of time on one shoulder. Now if you're going to use this as an EDC bag, which this will be great for, it's really not going to be an issue with the weight because you're not going to be carrying it long. You may be just transferring it, walking short distances. But if you are going to hike with this bag, which I do, and I like this style of pack, it's a really light feel. When you're out in the forest, your back's not completely covered, a lot of mobility with the arms. The hip belt really is a great feature because, like I said, it'll take weight off the shoulder and it'll secure the pack as I'm moving. If I have to run or jog or climb over a log, climb under something, it keeps the weight and the pack at the spot where I want it on my body. Like I said, if I'm going under a log here and moving, or trying to reach up, you can see the pack stays stationary, stays back here. It doesn't slide all around. If I'm bending over to reach under something, the bag doesn't swing around. And that's all accomplished because of this hip belt, and this is really why I like these packs if they have a hip belt. Without this hip belt, like I said before, I wouldn't be as big as a fan of these packs for hiking with them. And that's basically the ins and outs of the pack. I think this pack, yeah, I know actually, weight, unpacked, empty, is 2 pounds. The hip belt is removable. If you don't want it, you can either just close it and keep it on the inside of the bag, or you can actually remove it, should you desire, via this right here. Pretty easy to undo, take off. I don't know why you would, but you could if you desired. Again, I just want to thank Alex at Vanquest. Really excited for the products they're putting out. Hope this review was helpful. If there's anything I didn't cover, any questions you have, please don't hesitate to leave a comment and ask me. Remember to check out blackoutdoors.com. Check us out on Facebook, our Instagram feed, all of that. Thank you for watching. This is Krik signing out with Blackout Outdoors. Later, turtles.